they tell you that they have. And so I've tried to carry that with me through all of the programs, and I've worked in 4 of the programs at our agency, so they can't get rid of me. They keep moving me around, and now I'm over all 8 of the programs, so I'm not ever going anywhere. So, but I've always tried to carry that with me, that to meet people where they are and to listen, and before you try to impose something onto them. And I think that's applicable in whatever setting we're in, to not put our values and our judgments onto other people, but to just listen and wait for them to tell us what they need, and to sometimes quietly meet their need. But it just, and knowing that we're going to be getting socks for people and taking these socks out and making a difference. And I'll tell you, socks may not sound like a big deal, but to nursing home residents who tend to have cold feet and who don't have socks, a lot of residents who are lower income, and it doesn't take very long to become lower income, anybody, if you're in a nursing home. I mean, it's expensive care. And for residents who receive Medicaid, they get $60 a month to buy whatever it is that they need, their personal items. And so a lot of people don't, they don't have a lot of money, and socks tend to be a kind of a frivolous thing. And so that a lot of residents, knowing that somebody is giving that and their feet can be warm, and they know that people cared enough to give them to the residents. So that does make a difference. So I love the ombudsman program, and I love that we're going to be able to support them with socks. And I'm looking forward to going out and actually helping distribute that. So that will be a lot of fun. One of our other programs that really meets the need of incapacitated older adults is our guardianship and money management program. It's interesting, a lot, as we're living longer, it's interesting, we have more people alive today who are over the age of 50 than we've ever had in our history ever to reach 65. I mean, it's unbelievable that the growth of older adults, and the largest growing group are people 100 and older, centenarians. I mean, just in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, we have so many people turning 100 every year that Social Security is no longer able to go out and verify that they are in fact still living. They used to go out each year and meet just to make sure that this isn't fraudulent, that this person, but now it's just, we're into the hundreds of people who are turning 100 or beyond. There was a woman who, the man at Social Security was telling me this story. He went out and he was talking to her, and she's 103. And so she said, well, who's the oldest person that you've ever talked to? And he said, well, last week I was talking to a woman over in Fort Worth who's 109. And she goes, 109? Well, that's old. As people are living longer, a lot of people have outlived their family. And so unfortunately there are people who they're incapacitated, they have dementia or some other issue where they're not able to make decisions for themselves. And so our agency is able to serve as guardian of the person for people in our community that the probate court has deemed incapacitated, and they don't have other family or other friends to step up and provide that care. And so so that's really, I think, a great service, and it's a program where that person will never know what we've done for them, and that's not important. What's important is that we're able to make decisions as best we can for what's in their best interest, and we try to look at, whatever we, kind of like detectives in that program, to know who was this person and what would they have wanted. And sometimes we're able to get clues to help us make that decision, and other times we just rely on our professional expertise and make decisions that we know are going to be in their best interest and help them with quality of life and with health issues. So that's the whole spectrum of aging services. We've been in Dallas for 50 years. This year's our 50th anniversary, so we're going to be celebrating in October. We're actually doing something kind of fun. We're going to do 50 over 50, and we're going to jump. We're going to have it's a skydiving event. We have 50 people who are over 50 who are going to skydive. And we've gotten several local, the former Mayor Tom Leopard and some other notable 50-plus people in the Dallas community, and then George Bush Sr. is our honorary chair, and he is going to do a little instructional video on what people need to know over 50 if they're going to skydive. So I'm excited about that. That'll be in October, and there's more information on our website about that. And all of our services are on our website, which is posted on the Women Worth Knowing site. It's theseniorsource.org. So lots of fun. We do serious work, but we also like to have a good time and look at ways to highlight aging and aging well. And our new little tagline is the Senior Source, the best thing about aging in Dallas. And our executive director had a little button made up that said, "We're sold on old," and so I thought that was kind of cute. So we do, we try to lighten it up, and we're all getting older, and it's certainly better than the alternative. And so we just want to make sure that people age as well as possible, and if we can provide services to help with that, then we're happy to do so. So that's the presentation. If any of you have any questions, I'd be glad to attempt to answer them for you.